guys, it's Anarchy. So today I have a really cool video for you guys. People used to do this video idea a lot, like back in the day, but back then I wasn't as big a YouTuber as I am now, and I actually just barely made content. So I'm jumping on this idea now because I didn't have a chance to back then. So I was driving around in Orange County and I passed this shop called Me Beauty. And I noted it because I was like, it's really, really cute in there. Like everything was pink and bright and pretty. And when I went in, I was right. Everything was pink and beautiful and pretty. And one of the very nice salespeople there said, hey, everything in the shop, just so you know, is split down the middle. This side is Japanese makeup and this side is Korean makeup. And as soon as she said that, an explosion went off in my brain. And I said, oh my God, I should do a video comparing Korean and Japanese makeup. Like where I do a full face of each. I have always wanted to play around with Korean and or Japanese makeup more, but I usually can't get my hands on enough and a variety of it to make it interesting. I can usually only go to Daiso and get like really cheap makeup that only some of it's from Japan, or I get sent stuff from certain companies and then it's one, all the same brand, and two, not very varied. Very varied, weird. So I like jumped at this opportunity to get makeup. So I spent $500 on makeup. Which is such an unnecessary thing for me, but to be fair, I get like almost all my makeup in PR nowadays, so I haven't spent money on makeup in ages. So this is like the first time I've really spent money on makeup in a long time. And so I asked you guys on Instagram which one you wanted to see first. It was very split. It's still very split. It's like an ongoing poll right now, but Japan is just barely winning. So I have the bag full of Japanese makeup, and this one's gonna be interesting because I bought too much of the Japanese makeup. With the Korean makeup, I bought one of each item for each category of makeup that I could get. You'll see what I mean in a second. But for the Japanese makeup, I bought a couple doubles just because they had such cool stuff that I wanted, even if I didn't like the other product. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. Point is, I bought too much makeup. I'm also going to try to mimic the style of makeup that people tend to wear in those countries. So for Japanese makeup, I'm going to try and do my makeup in more of a Japanese style as opposed to like an American style where I do like my ridiculous eyeliner, e-girl kind of aesthetic. I'm going to try. Those types of styles don't usually look that good on me, but I'm going to try. For the eyeshadow, for example, it literally has a diagram of how to do your eye. I'm just gonna follow that exactly. So with that being said, I hope you'll join me on this journey where we do a full face of Japanese makeup. Okay, so the first step we're starting out with is primer, and I actually picked this up before I even knew I was gonna do this video. It's called an oil block base. It just says good. Some of these have English directions and stuff. This one doesn't. Everything's in Japanese, so I have no idea what I'm putting on my face. Oil block base, and it has like a picture of a popsicle on it. I don't know if it's gonna be scented or what. Okay. All right, well, I'm gonna pretend it's like a normal primer, and I feel like that's enough. Oh, that wasn't enough. I think it's meant to only go on the parts of your face that are oily. So for me, that's my nose. So I'm gonna put a lot more on my nose and then go again. But I can feel it. It's definitely like mattifying. I can feel what it's doing. It's not sticky at all or anything, but it's very mattifying. Like if you had oily skin and you didn't need to fix your complexion like I do, you could probably just wear this. Also, complete side note, I know my wig is like messed up right now. I'm doing my makeup. I usually don't fix my wig until after. I only have it on because I'm filming in bed. Okay, so now I'm actually gonna cut the cameras for a bit because there was no foundation option for me at all on either the Japanese side or the Korean side. So I just have to use my own foundation. So I'm just gonna cut the camera, do my foundation off camera, and then come back and we'll finish everything else together. Okay, I've got my foundation done. I tried to do it a little bit like less heavy, cakey. I don't know. I'm trying to do my makeup as less full coverage than usual. So I used a mixture of Milt's foundation stick and Glossier skin tint. But now it's time for the eyebrows, and this actually has directions, but it's an eyebrow pencil, so you know. It is by Sana Newborn, and this is like the black brown B2 shade. When picking stuff out, I kind of just let the lady there pick whatever she wanted for me. I just told her what I needed to make a full face of makeup and she got it for me. Which made it a lot easier to find stuff. Or I grabbed stuff that I thought looked pretty or had a cool name or whatever. So it's pretty basic. It's got a spoolie at the end and the stick. I'm just gonna brush my brows up and kind of naturally fill them in. This is the era where I learned to do makeup, but I still very much do like the Instagram brow. So I'm still trying to learn how, like unlearn that and do like a more natural brow. Okay, I think that's a brow. My review of this, if I'm also reviewing these items, is that was fine. This is just a brow pencil. It's very natural and like it's very easy to fill in with, but like I don't know. I don't really use brow pencils, so I don't really have any opinions on this, but brows are done. I think they look good and they're done. Next is a blush. This is the, you know what? All of these makeup companies have French names, but they're Japanese, which is interesting. This Kose Visi cream. Oh, it's cream. Oh, it's cream. I did not notice it was cream. I guess I'm applying this with a brush. I got it in this shade because it's like a very dark and bright shade. And honestly, I don't have a lot of blush this shade. Like, I don't know, I think that could look really good. But excuse me momentarily while I research how Japanese women wear blush nowadays. Okay, I'm happy I looked this up because according to Google, the latest trend in Japan is to do like a hangover eye where you do it like under your eye. Hangover blush where you do it like under your eye a little bit and like, so like this area. Which sounds interesting. I'm all for trying something new. I also don't usually use cream blush, but luckily I haven't powdered my face yet, specifically because I had a feeling that I wouldn't want to do that yet. I'm also going to quickly, as I mentioned with powder, I'm gonna just press in some setting powder under my eyes. I feel like this is gonna end up being a very glowy look, so I don't wanna do too much powder. I might do like a light dusting of finishing powder when I'm done, but like, that's about it. I really like the placement of this blush, and I also really like the color. I've been needing, I think I needed a blush this color. I've not found a good one this exact shade of like reddish pink. Whenever I get blush in PR or just see blush out in the universe. I don't think I've bought blush in a long time. So I guess it's just PR. But I really like the idea of this placement. I like this idea. I'm fully ignoring it. I'm just gonna do it like on TikTok when girls put it on their nose. That's not a Japanese thing, I don't think. I don't know if Japanese girls do it, but I'm doing it. Contour. Completely didn't think about contour. If anything, maybe I'll just put some bronzer on my face at the end. But I did not think about contour. I did while I was in the store. The contours were my shade or lighter than me, so that wasn't gonna happen. Anyway, overall, really like this. I think I'm gonna add it to like my regular routine for sure. I'm even surprised by the fact that I like a cream blush because I don't usually use cream blushes, so that was a good one. Okay. So I actually have two highlighters. The first one I've been using as a mirror so far. It's the Prism Air highlighter by Cleo in Very Pink, and I love this. I do not know if the camera is gonna pick it up, but like it reflects pink. It's like a champagne color and it reflects pink. I'd also like to point out that IRL I can see it, but in the video I can't. I also bought this blush, which I don't need, but oh thank God, shows a diagram of where to put it. This one's a gold one, which is what I usually do, but because of how like this blush is and how high it is, I think the pink one would look better. But on the back of this other gold blush, see that diagram of the girl and where she places her blush? I'm going to do that, and it's a lot. It's kind of all over the place. I don't usually put my blush this many places. We're gonna use her as a reference. The first place is, why? Why there? Okay, the first place is under the eyes. Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting concept. See, I like this because I'm learning new techniques because this actually isn't even that bad. I put it on my nose and I don't even know if I was supposed to. I was supposed to. Good. Okay, nose, bridge of nose, and forehead. So I'm pink now. This is a very pink look. This would look better with the gold, like this forehead thing. In fact, maybe I'll mix the two. By the way, this is the gold one. I don't think I ever actually showed the packaging. It's Gold Beige by XL. And I'm probably saying like the brand names and like the colors and everything wrong, but that's because it's all in Japanese. And I don't speak Japanese. I learned when I was younger and I barely remember anything. I remember Shinkansen and that's it. Which you might be thinking, if you know what that word means, that's a weird word to know. Why do you know that? I don't know, that's just the one word that actually stuck in my head. Anyway, gonna use this and I'm gonna put it in the forehead area like I was supposed to. Oh, that's a lot shinier. But that does look a lot more natural than having like a pink forehead. I'll mix that in with the tip color too. The other place is on the chin. I'll use the pink one for that. Now here's the two that are weird, or like, I guess they will be pretty, but like, we'll see. Is like on the neck, and she has it like right here, and then right here. Oh, like your collarbone. But like the neck is like right here, which I guess would look right in the light, but like, it's only on one side. I'm putting it on both sides because like, that happened. That's a lot of highlight. I feel like I look pretty, but I also feel like this is very different for me. So this is what I wanted. I wanted to try something new. So I got 2 eyeshadow palettes. The first one is a custom Anna Sui one, and I didn't realize it was custom until after I'd left. I was kind of confused and I thought it was just on its own, but these are the shades that they had displayed and they're the ones that they gave me. I have that, and I have this other one, which is by Kate Tokyo. And I like this one, and I think I'm gonna go with this one because it has directions on how to use all of the different colors. So here's the palette. That was a little brush, which I am gonna use. I'm gonna use that little brush. On the back of the packaging, it has a little graphic on how to apply the color, which some of you who are more skilled with makeup might think that the little diagram is silly, but that is honestly how I learned to do my makeup when I bought like my first like mini Maybelline palette back in the day, and it still influences how I do my makeup now, like dark and then blend and whatever. Like I learned that from the back of like a Maybelline palette. So let's see, does it have a direction to go in? I think the direction is, no, okay, it doesn't have an order to go in, but it tells you what to do. So first I'm gonna take this super dark shade and put it on my outer corner, like my lash line, kind of like making eyeliner. So far, I could very well see myself traveling with this palette. It's very cute and like subtle in the way that I don't usually do subtlety. I'm also going a little off model here, but I feel like that's to be expected. Like everyone's gonna make their makeup their own. Next is B. Oh no, next is, yeah, B, and it goes over the rest of the lash line. Oh, wait. Okay, so this is probably a dark color on a Japanese girl, or like a color that has more of a contrast than on me, a black girl. Because yeah, I feel like that's supposed to be more of a dramatic thing. Yeah, on me, that's not so super dramatic. We'll see how this goes. Then next is A, blending everything out up to the brow bone. Wait, oh right, I don't have a monolid. I don't have a monolid. So that was supposed to go like kind of all over my crease. So that was supposed to be more. I'm gonna have to touch this up because I have to modify this for my eyes because my eyes are not the same as like the average Japanese eye. So I'm obviously gonna have to make concessions here. Okay, with modifications made, this was looking better. Okay, the fact that I'm gonna have to blend that color all the way up is terrifying to me, but I'm just gonna do it. This is the color I'm talking about, by the way. It's that white shade. It's like a champagne, but it's white to me. Might as well be white. Oh, it's very sheer. Okay. Okay, so it's sheer enough that that's not gonna be horrible. I might make some modifications to this, but I'm gonna at least do it the way it's supposed to be done first. But that's, oh wow, that's really not bad at all. It's a very subtle wash of like shine. Oh no, my nail just ruined one of the colors. Okay, that looks really pretty actually. Okay, then D goes, what? Oh, so then if you want, I think they're saying that if like it's an option to use D instead right here, which I should have done or could have done. And I will use a little of D, which is like a more of a darker champagne. I'm gonna use it right there to kind of help. but I think it's meant to say like this is for more of a statement look and the other one's for like a daytime kind of thing. And then E is supposed to go here and here, but I have a feeling that E, yeah, on a Japanese woman would be like a darker, bronzier shade. I'm just gonna use real bronzer. So yeah, it said to put that darker shade here. That darker shade is not dark for me, but I think this is gonna have the same effect. It also said to put it like kind of on the other part of your under eye that you didn't touch already. So I'm gonna put that here. All right, so thoughts on this palette, which I literally just ruined with my nail. I'm so mad. This is definitely going into like my travel bag. I really like the colors and they look really good on my skin. Like I would assemble them differently, but like I like how they look. Okay, what else do we have? Eyeliner. So I have two. I have this one called the Eye Opening Liner. Oh wow. It's got like the opening of that was so cool. So like I peeled off the package and like there's the liner and it had this in it. Oh, it shows like all their eyeliners. Wow. This is cute. Wait, I'm gonna look into this. This is cute. They have this cute little thing that came and showed all their other liners and like their social media and stuff. This is cute. Anyway, I'm gonna test it. That's great. That's fantastic. I'm going to take another research break and look up how Japanese girls do eyeliner right now, like nowadays. And if I don't have anything specific, I'm just doing the way I do my normal eyeliner. Okay, the answer seemed to be to do like a small cat eye, so I'm gonna try it and do something that complements this without going overboard, but knowing me, I'll probably go overboard. I really like this eyeliner so far. Like just the look of it and just testing it on my hand, I like it. Okay, that is the smallest wing thingy I can do. Okay, it went a little further than I meant it to. I'm also gonna touch up the brown and put it back in there because I feel like I covered it all up. Okay, that looks really pretty. I feel really pretty. The only thing I'm gonna do, and I don't care if it wasn't told to be done, is I'm gonna take the really shimmery color from the eyeshadow and I'm gonna put it under my eyes because I feel like I've been seeing that a lot. Like right here. I just feel like it would look really pretty. I already feel like a fairy right now. I want to add more fairy vibes. Okay, so eyeliner is done. Next is mascara. This is Rosa Versailles mascara. I have seen this in the supermarket before, and I've never gotten it, and I've never tried it, but we'll try it. And I think this is just gonna be apply mascara, mostly because I have lashes, so we'll just apply some mascara for right now, just to coat. Wow, this is a very, very liquidy, but very opaque mascara. Usually I feel like, ow, 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 I poked my eye. Anyway, usually I feel like in order to get my eyelashes to actually turn black, because you know, they're usually coated in makeup, in order to get them to look black again, I have to like really pile and clump on the mascara. This, it definitely does not feel that way. Like I just do a couple of little brush coats and my eyelashes are pitch black. I'm focusing more on the bottom lashes because like I said, I am putting on falsies. That looks really good. Okay, so next is lashes. I actually got two sets that they recommended to me. This one is the Diamond Lash and this one is, they're both Diamond Lash. They're both from Diamond Lash. And they're two very different styles, and I don't know which to go with. This looks more interesting, so I'm gonna go with these ones. I'm just gonna apply them off camera because me applying my lashes is just gonna take a while and be boring. So I will put these on and I'll be right back. So I'm literally angry. These are so pretty that I'm literally angry. Like the lashes that I sell, the Anarchy lashes, you can buy them in the link down below. I specifically designed them so that they'd be really lightweight and comfortable so that you wear them all the time. I know I'm known for wearing like really heavy lashes and people were like, why didn't you make like ridiculous lashes? That's the plan for the next launch. Stay patient. I wanted some everyday ones that still brought that drama and stuff. And these, I feel like, do that as well. Like they're a very different style And they're not as like natural looking as mine. Like mine look like they're supposed to be like real lashes, like you don't like, I don't know, these look like more cartoony, but I also love them and I'm probably gonna use them all the time for cosplay. Like I could see myself using these for like Disney princess or like cosplay characters that aren't supposed to have makeup on, but you know, you still have to wear makeup on for them. Like this whole face look looks like it could be a Disney princess like face. Anyway, I love these lashes. I love how I look right now. I'm really happy with this. Okay. Last thing is, this is from Anna Sui. It's just pretty. I literally got it because it's holographic and pretty and like, I just like Anna Sui's stuff. And this is the lip color and it literally, it's called 02, I don't know. But it's just like a cream little lip gloss. It literally looks like a chocolate. I am obsessed with how cute this is. I got more of a dramatic lip for the Korean side and I think because of that, I forgot to get something more interesting for the Japanese side, so I just have this, but hopefully it's still cute. I'm going to line my lips. I know that might not be a Japanese technique and it might not be like accurate or whatever, but I followed everything else. I'm gonna cheat with this. Just like, I love these little Anna Sui magnetic palettes. I love Anna Sui. I knew that when I was going in, I was like, oh, I want like 5 Anna Sui things. Yeah, so this is basically nothing. Yeah, so that's basically nothing. It does give a bit of color, but it's very subtle and very minimal. There's also a face color that comes with it, and I do not know what it would be used for. I just ruined it, but it was that cute little heart. It had like a yellow pattern on it, and I just destroyed it by picking it up on my finger, but I might put that up here to darken my eyes a little bit. It said it's face color. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna put it right there. Oh yeah, that looks cute. And I'm actually, just because I feel like I might have ruined it a little bit, I'm gonna take the eye palette from before, and I'm also gonna take that same brush and I'm gonna take that white-ish champagne gold highlight color and just put that back. Kind of switch between the two to try and get the right color. It's hard to do it over lashes, that's why I do my eyeshadow before I do my lashes, but. So all in all, this is the finished look. The only thing I'm going to do is, there's currently only like residue on this brush, but it's the residue of like my normal setting powder. I'm just gonna dot that all over my face just because I feel very unpowdered and I'm like a usually full matte girl. I just feel like if I wipe my face, this is all gonna come off. All right, here is the finished look. I like this a lot better than I was expecting to. I thought since none of these products were catered towards my skin tone, that it was gonna end up being a complete fail, but it turns out everything's so sheer that like it worked out anyway. I feel like with how heavy-handed I was with some of the products, particularly like the blush and the highlight, this would look kind of aggressive on a Japanese girl, but on me it looks correct, even though I had to be a little bit more heavy-handed with the products than it was probably intended. And I had to fudge with the instructions and use my own complexion products. Like I had to use my own foundation and bronzer and powder. Although the powder is just a very yellow banana powder, just what I used to set under my eyes. I still had to use my own products for that stuff. So keeping that in mind, I still am very happy with the outcome. I like everything I used. That primer, by the way, definitely, I want to see how it performs throughout the day. Editing Anarchy might leave like a little note of how it held up later in the day. It went on and I immediately felt it mattify. So I think it would be good for the nose. I don't think it's actually meant to be used all over the face like I used it, but I couldn't read the instructions, so I don't know. Everything really worked well. I think my standout favorite product is gonna have to be the blush. I really like the color. I like how it applied. It was very buildable. Like, I feel like I could have kept going and made this a really, really, really pigmented blush look, but the level of buildable that it is allowed me to kind of stop and control it. And it's just a really pretty color. And also I really like the lashes. I definitely am gonna use these for cosplay in the future. That eyeliner is great as well. If I had to say anything was a disappointment or underperformed, the only thing I think I could say that for is the brows, just because they didn't even underperform. They were just okay. They were only okay, you know what I mean? It wasn't like revolutionary, it was just a brow pencil. But it does look very nice. Everything looks very nice. The eyes, if I were doing this over again, like if I were to do this again tomorrow, I would do the eyes a little bit differently, probably more a little bit my style, but I'm liking how this looks. Like it looks, I struggle with finding like a good natural like makeup look. Like obviously I have makeup on, but basically think of it this way, a dumb straight boy couldn't figure out I have makeup on. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying straight boys are dumb. I mean a dumb straight boy, a straight boy who is dumb, couldn't figure out I have makeup on. That's kind of the look that I've always had trouble achieving. Like when people share those screenshots on Twitter and it's a girl who has a full face of makeup, but then the guy will caption it, I like girls like this who are all natural and don't wear any makeup, and it's like, she's got like $300 worth of products on her face. But anyway, that look, I've always struggled finding a good in-between for that look, and I think this is a good in-between for me. I'm just happy with it. Overall, I'm very, very happy with it. With that being said, stay tuned for part 2 of this little series where I'm going to do the Korean makeup as well. I already have the products. I literally just have to sit down and film it, so that'll be coming very, very soon. In the meantime, feel free to check out the other videos on my channel. Don't forget to follow me on my other social media so you can keep up with me and see what I'm doing. I'm Anarchy on Instagram and It's Anarchy on Twitter and TikTok. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like down below if you like this video and want to see more content like this. You can also subscribe to keep this lovely face on your feed all the time. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!